Yeah, listen. Margaret, you gotta hear me here. It's over. Don't cry. This was bound to happen. I don't know where that leaves you. It leaves you without a date on New Year's Eve. There's nothing. Margaret. Margaret. Hello. She knew what she was getting into. That is my life. I have devoted myself to righting wrongs, to reuniting lost souls, to answering questions. And that's because I'm JB Galaxy, detective. It was late at night. In the middle of December, the city was a frozen rock. The sound of icicles breaking off the eaves and sounding like crystal breaking on Broadway. And I was alone, as I am usually, thinking about the case I couldn't crack. When suddenly, the phone rang and shook me from my reverie. Galaxy Detective Services.
Is this Detective Galaxy?
Yes, this is he. Who is this?
My name is Gloria.
Gloria. How can I help you, Gloria?
I wouldn't have reached out. I feel a bit silly. It's just the loneliness, you see.
Yeah, don't I know it?
What? I'm talking about cat loneliness.
Right. Your cats, right. Don't I know that your cats are lonely?
Just one cat, Detective.
Yeah.
A kitten. Not even 5 months old, and, well, something's wrong with her. She should be in the prime of her life, and yet, no.
Yeah?
Oh, I'm beside myself.
I see.
Something seems to have been taken from her. From this sweet,
Horrible.
fluffy,
Monstrous.
vulnerable angel.
How could a little kitten be subjected to a life like that, Gloria?
Hey now, it's not my fault.
No, I know. It's not your fault. But it's somebody's fault. And I'm gonna find out.
So you'll take the case?
Yes, Gloria. I will take your case.
Oh, you're tops, Galaxy.
What is your little kitten's name?
It's Trixie.
Trixie. Poor Trixie. I need half up front and half when I solve this crime.
Are you so sure you'll solve it?
Of course I will. I'm JB Galaxy, Gloria. Stick by your phone. Poor Trixie. I will not let this stand. I will help Trixie and Gloria. And so, I went where any good detective would go, to the source. I went to see kittens, again. And it's not just because they're cute, I mean, because they are. But I had a job to do for Gloria. So, I looked around. I watched them interact. I saw what kittens meant to each other, and I got it. The case of the single kitten was cracked. Operator, Trafalgar 4757.
Hello.
Gloria,
Detective?
JB Galaxy.
Have you cracked the case?
Yes, I have. I have cracked the case, Gloria. Poor little Trixie is suffering from single kitten syndrome.
Say it ain't so.
That's right. The fact is that this little kitten needs another little kitten.
That's absurd. They're solitary creatures. They like to be alone.
Who told you that?
Well, everyone.
You've been hanging with the wrong crowd, Gloria. Let me set you straight. Kittens, cats, they are not solitary creatures. I don't know where we got that from. They are actually very social. They are very community-minded. They need the company of others. And yes, you are company to Trixie, but you're not enough, and that's the thing. She needs to learn and thrive with the presence of somebody her own age. I mean, every kitten needs to learn what it is to speak cat from other cats. And that's why every kitten needs a compadre, a pal, a best friend, a chum. You see what I'm saying, Gloria?
A compadre? But I want to be your friend. I want to fill that role in her life.
Whoa. Slow down, sister. Let's just take one of these things at a time, all right?
I see.
Kittens learn a lot. In fact, most of what it is to be social, what it is to be a cat, between about 2 and 9 weeks of life. We call that the critical phase of social development. When a kitten is very young, playing with their litter mates. And you go up to that litter mate and you smack him in the nose. And the other litter mate says, "Ha, we're having fun." And then you bring out your claws and you smack him in the nose. And then what happens? Right, the nose bleeds. And then we get into a little bit of a tiff. When we retreat into our opposite corners, we make up. We come back together again. What have we done? We have learned a lesson between playing and fighting. We take that with us for the rest of our lives. And wouldn't you rather that Trixie learned how to do that with another kitten as opposed to your arms or your face or whatever? And that goes for teeth as well. That's called inhibiting. We inhibit the bite. We inhibit the strike. So what doesn't pay the price? Your ankles, your wrists, your drapes, your couch. And now they know how to focus that onto each other and find appropriate play as long as you provide appropriate outlets, like scratching posts. You know what I'm saying?
You paint a pretty picture.
And these are lessons that kittens teach each other. Then you are a great complement to the action. You jump into the fray, you take your toy, you come out, and you run around with them, gallivanting together, giggling together.
Oh, that doesn't sound half bad.
You see what I'm saying? Trixie is suffering from single kitten syndrome. I'm telling you, tell your friends, Gloria, tell your friends. When they adopt a kitten just like you adopted Trixie, get to. Right from the beginning, a buddy, a pal, a best friend, a chum.
But what about me?
What about you?
The time, the energy, the cost?
Well, no. I mean, when you think about it, it's not really double the cost. It's half the work. That's for one. But it's also, when you think about it, yeah, you got to pay for more food. Yeah, you got the vet bills. But hey, you got to pay less in the long run in supplies. And when you think about it, these two kittens are going to exercise. They're going to get stimulation, both mental and physical. What'll that do? It'll keep the doctor away, that's for sure. They'll be healthier cats as they grow up, both mentally and physically. And I know your time is precious, Gloria. If you go out to work, then you know that these two have one another. Again, it's a fallacy to think that a cat doesn't get lonely or bored like the rest of us.
Thanks, Detective.
Trixie never has to be lonely again. And speaking of which, when you drop off your payment to me, perhaps I can repay that debt. Take you out. I know the best spot for dancing in this city. We'll paint the town red, Gloria. Gloria. It's a lonely life, but one that I have chosen to lead for the good of people and for the good of cats. I am JB Galaxy, the best detective this city has ever known, and don't you forget it. I gotta take this. Galaxy Detective Services.